Hi, it's Tuesday night, the 28th of April, and day 119 of Living the Dream. My power statement for today said, I will finish building out Lesson 10's segments. Now that I got my life back because my computer is working once again, yay! I've been focusing on getting all caught up with my video journal entries and trying to finish building out the rest of Lesson 10. So take a look at this. I got to show you this here. Okay, there's that, and play it.
Once you have your story clearly defined in your mind, go and get that financing secured, and then you'll be ready for lesson 11, which is build and develop your business website. This is probably one of the most, if not the most enjoyable lessons in my Living the Dream coaching package, and that's because it puts a face on your business and tells your founding story. Just know I'm proud of you for making it this far. It proves that you are in fact a winner and have what it takes as a beginner entrepreneur to succeed at starting and growing your own business. And so I'm blessed to know you, and I look forward to continuing and working with you in the upcoming days and months. Until then, I wish you continued success. Bye.
Okay, so there you go. That was the last segment of Lesson 10, all built out. I even published it, and it's now posted up on the Google Drive. So, bam, done. Here's my list of to-dos right here. That one, highlighted one. Do the rest of segment build-outs for Lesson 10. Bam! And then do my banks and do my bills and so on. So, got it done. That's so exciting. Being that it's closer to the end of the month, I had several bills that I went out and paid, and actually some online that I paid as well. So that took a little while this morning, but I had time to finish building out the unfinished segments of Lesson 10. And after I published it, I watched it in its entirety. And I think my clients are going to love it and how it helps them write up their own business story. Their About Us section, their on their website, their story of approaching their financing folks and telling them what they're about and what they believe in. And that's all part of this story. And then also their story to their customers. So crafting that business story, those key 4 points, is fantastic. I loved it. It's going to be a great lesson. Next is Croy's Get Honest with Yourself question. What didn't go well today, Marty? Or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? 6:15. Did you start your morning with power? Man, oh man, after an hour of doing my win the morning, win the day routine and my dynamic exercise, I started and launched my day with real power. Yes, I did. Were you productive throughout your day? Well, all those segments through the portal of my mind to the world of the physical. Final video, lesson 10, done. Absolutely. So yes, I was productive throughout my day, and I did the most important things. Did you move your goals forward? Absolutely. Did you show up as the person you wanted to be? Well, finally, after these miserable challenges I had to putting that stuff behind me and maintaining the right thinking, I think I was the person I wanted to be that whole time, and especially today. And my personal time with Kathleen, I was certainly present with her. So now, combine all these questions with this one. Were you honest with yourself and about today's task, Marty? In other words, did you keep your commitments you made to yourself today? Well, I got up to my office about 8:30 this morning, maybe a little earlier than that, and I immediately looked into my inbox, my emails, and I checked on those, and then I checked on my bank accounts, and like I said, I went out and paid some bills and went online and covered a few things, and then I jumped right into building out the remaining of the unfinished segments of Lesson 10. And so, yes, I kept my word that I made to myself this morning after I looked over my to-do list. You always want, after you do that night before, you want to look at it that day to see if it's all planned out, see if the day's looking good and you got the right things lined up there. If you need to be flexible, make some changes, you do. But I made some promises to myself, and I got it done. And that's what I said. I'm going to get this one done. So, bam, done. The next question Corey asks is, what's the one thing you did that made you feel successful today, Marty? Well, as I watched the finished product of Lesson 10, I had a feeling of success come over me because of the importance I put into this one particular step. But more importantly, because of how simple I made it for my beginner entrepreneurs. It's so easy for them to follow the template I provided for them for crafting their business story. It felt great, and I think they're going to love it. The next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? Well, besides my regular morning visualization going to the movies, I had a movie playing on my mind all day long. You know, as you do segments and you watch it over again and over again, timing and things and moving in and out, over and over and over again, as I had them playing on my mind all day, I saw clients sitting down in my mind with Lesson 10's worksheets, starting to fill them out. And it's titled Your Founding Story Outline. And they're answering 4 specific questions. It helps them to come up with really specific, creative words that are motivating words, that are very vivid words. I saw them doing that and being very creative with their descriptive and vivid words, describing each of those wonderful moments in their process of developing their business. It just motivated me. I love writing these kinds of stories, and so I couldn't help but play a movie in my mind all day long of that happening, and so it was fantastic. Next, Corey asked me to rate my day's effort. Well, I gave today a 9 because I certainly worked at the speed of 9 today, doing those 4 videos, getting those out of the way, but mainly doing, I think there was 7 of those segments left that I had to get done, and got them all done, and I also got them recorded and published, and then uploaded to my Google Drive. So bam, done. The next question is, if this was the only thing you get done tomorrow, but you'd still feel like a success, what would that one thing be, Marty? And put it into a power statement. Well, my power statement I wrote down for tomorrow says simply this: start recording lesson 11. Build and develop your business website. Yay! It's really going to be an involved lesson, and so I'm going to have to really think through each segment and how I present each step. I also have to think through how best to provide the worksheets, because there's a lot of visuals as well on this video coaching. They're going to be easy to put links and download, but as far as integrating within the video lesson itself. So I also want to give them a great deal of latitude so that they can do their own thing with their website regarding who they get to help them and what company or companies they're going to use to help build out their website for their business. So that's all going to be fun, but I'm going to record it, and I'm excited to get started on that. Okay, let's end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. First of all, I'm grateful for my desk. I got to show you this. This is so fun. Okay, there's that. There's that. I'm going to get the picture on that and get that light out of the way. Let you see that desk. All right, you can see that it is a glass desk. I went with the glass desk because I liked its clean, modern look, and it has a lot of desk space. I have this whole space right here, and I have it all to my left over here. It also has stands above here for my monitor and pictures over here and places for files. It's just great. I really like the fact that it fits in the corner, boom, right here, so that the rest of the space in my office is available for chairs and guests and that kind of thing. And so it's really nice. I love my desk. I'm very grateful for it. Next, I'm grateful for the law of symbols. The law of symbols. The New York Yankees had just won the 1952 World Series, 2 years before I was born, in baseball by beating Brooklyn. Brooklyn had won the first game of the series, and then Mickey Mantle, Yankees center fielder, predicted on a radio program that the Yankees would win the series, speaking what he wants. He knew that every Yankee player carried inside his uniform, the great tradition of championship. He told of the first time he himself had ever put on a Yankee uniform, and the feeling of pride he felt in this great ball club. The Yankee uniform was a symbol of championship. It had been over the years with great tradition. The Yankees won their first World Series back in 1923, and in the 29 years following, they played in the series 19 times and won it 15 times. During that long period, the faces changed and the names changed. There was no longer a DiMaggio or a Ruth or a Gehrig, but the uniform remained the same, and so did the result. It was said of the World Series pitcher who pitched the last game of the World Series that he was throwing more with his heart than with his weary arm. When one puts his heart into the fight, things usually happen that are great. When one puts on the uniform of the team, interesting things begin to happen. Not only do they do better on the outside and feel better on the outside, but what is more important, a change also takes place on the inside. When one puts on the uniform of the group, he or she stands out and stands for the group. They no longer are playing for themselves, they're playing for the team. A player in uniform has a greater responsibility. He or she is more loyal. He or she has more pride in the outfit. He or she is more anxious to win, and the honor of the team is at stake. The dictionary says that a symbol is something that stands for something else. It is an emblem, a type, a character, a tradition, a confession of faith. But whatever it is properly enshrined. If it's properly enshrined, it gives us more than natural power. It brings that plus factor out of us, in us. In life, we live largely by symbols. The symbol may be a ring on the finger, or a light in the window, or a flag in the sky. It may be the uniform of one's country, the cloth of his or her church, the robe of the judiciary, or the emblem of his or her company that they wear on their coat lapel or in their heart. But to the right person, the right symbol may develop a spirit that is one of the finest attributes of success. It gives him or her additional power. It makes him or her greater than themselves because they're playing something that's far greater than just for themselves. To what heights may a man or a woman ascend if he or she has behind themselves the force of a great cause, and inside him or her the spirit of his or her office? What a thrilling picture to contemplate. A great cause represented by a man or a woman at their best. That's why I love the Living Your Dream coaching community, the Living Your Dream coaching mastermind. We're part of a group. I want your success. And everyone that joins this community is going to want your success as well. And you're going to want their success. And you're for them. And as you communicate back and forth in that mindset, Facebook Messenger, back and forth, give each other compliments, encourage each other. It's going to be great. Lastly, I'm grateful for the principle of success that says, give your all. Give your all. Nothing great in life comes to those who give less than their everything. Success doesn't have to be a struggle. It should never feel like a chore. You should be in a place where you are enthusiastic about giving your all because you love what you're doing and what you do, because you love the challenge, because you love the growth, because you love thinking about the end result, the dream, the vision, the why. Every day we have the opportunity to give our all. Because I love what I'm doing, it doesn't feel that hard to me. It doesn't feel that difficult to me. And so today absolutely was another day of living the dream. I'll be back right here tomorrow night, sitting right here at my computer to close out the day, telling my tale of success or my failure or woe, like the computer process we went through. That's just life as I continue on my journey to alignment. But until then, I wish everyone continued success. Good night.